stuff. You got 10 minutes.
You know, I went to the doctor's office yesterday. You know what he told me?
It's your problem, baby. We all got problems. You got 7 minutes. You and the...
What if someone infected me with AIDS?
Get away from me! You're crazy!
You're the other one who infected me.
No, I'll get out of here before you call the cops!
I think it was you, little... Well, even if it wasn't you, welcome to the AIDS Card Carrying Club. It's nice to know I have a friend in hell.
And that's a look at today's movie, L.A. AIDS Jabber. And welcome to At the Tubi, my ongoing series exploring the weirder side of YouTube. I'm your host, Grady George. If you don't know, Tubi is a website that instantly gives you access to thousands of movies and TV shows. You don't even have to sign up. Just go to Tubi.com, type in the content you're looking for, and you're ready to go. The problem with Tubi is there is so much content it's a chore to wade through. That's where I come in. I will be reviewing and pointing you to the weirder and lesser known stuff on Tubi. So let's get into it. L.A. AIDS Jabber is a 1994 movie shot entirely on a VHS camcorder. This no-budget tale centers around 19-year-old Jeff, who's just your average everyday guy who's been feeling under the weather lately, until he learns from his doctor he has contracted AIDS.
Jeff, I'm afraid I have some alarming news for you.
Well, go ahead. I take it. Come on.
Well, when we took your blood sample the other day, I routinely had it tested for a number of things. I also told the lab to test for the AIDS virus. And I'm afraid the test came out positive for AIDS. I'm sorry.
Put me on, right? This could be a misdiagnosis, right? I mean, come on, Doc. It's me we're talking about.
I'm afraid not. When I received the positive test results, I had the lab screen your blood a second time. And it confirmed the first test.
Needless to say, Jeff doesn't take the news well and briefly considers ending it all. Until he decides, why not take the person who did this to him with him, including anyone else he hates as well. After devising a hit list, he decides to draw his own blood into a syringe and begin his plan of long-term revenge. His attention turns to a hooker who was the last person he was with sexually. After hooking up with her and injecting her with his blood, the hooker offers little help identifying her assailant, but cops begin to suspect they may have a good old-fashioned crazed AIDS jabber on their hands.
What do you want to know?
The name of the person who stuck you.
Look, I told you. It's some guy I met 6 months ago, okay? He called me up. He said he'd give me $100 for a quickie. So I said, yeah. I mean, I gotta eat, right?
And
he came over. He gave me the money. I went in the bathroom. I come out and he grabs me. You know, I thought he was gonna kiss me or something. But instead, he's got this needle. He sticks it up against my neck.
What did he say then?
Something about how, like, maybe I gave him AIDS or something, and he's gonna take me to hell with him.
Sounds like a Looney Tune, all right. Better take this down to the lab and have him check it out.
You don't think this guy injected me with AIDS, do you?
Don't know. Look, I would suggest that you go to see your doctor and get some tests taken. And then we need you to come to the precinct and look at some photos tomorrow.
So you think this guy is really injecting people with AIDS?
Well, how should I know? I mean, there's a flock of crazy people out there. And maybe there's one just crazy enough. He finds out he's got the AIDS virus, and it sounds like a good idea to him to take some people with him. The whole thing makes me sick.
If this test positive for AIDS, we're going to be in a lot of problems.
Yeah, like the media wouldn't have a field day with this one.
We should tell the captain to keep a lid on it. We're going to have a lot of scared people out there.
Yeah, look what it's doing to me.
After the lab tests come back positive for AIDS, the police decide to keep this thing under wraps. Using cellular technology, they communicate about the case via cell phone, which is promptly picked up on a boombox/shortwave radio by an up-and-coming news reporter who promptly takes it straight to the 5 o'clock news.
medical one. Channel 9 News has learned the police are investigating attacks on 2 people by an assailant purported to be using a needle syringe filled with blood that may contain the deadly AIDS virus. The police are unwilling to confirm or deny the reports. And having been a reporter for a number of years, it appears as if the police are unwilling not only to inform the media, but also the general public, who has a right to know that there might be a demented sicko out there ready to pounce on some poor, innocent, unsuspecting citizen.
Let my little secret out. You think that's gonna stop me, lady? You just got put on the hit list in the top slot.
Shame on you, police. And to the nut running around doing this, well, all I can say, brothers, you're gonna rot in hell for this, and the sooner the better.
If she were a man, I'd bust her in the chops.
She sure keeps her word.
This is Judith Campbell reporting for Channel 9 News in front of Metro Police Headquarters in downtown Los Angeles.
Suddenly, lead detective Stearns is killed in a head-on crash involving alcohol. Allegedly, the actor playing Stearns had become unreliable due to issues with alcohol and needed to be replaced mid-movie. This leads to an awkward, wedged-in scene notifying his partner about the tragedy. In the meantime, Jeff is continuing his syringe-fueled rampage, not only jabbing his ex-girlfriend's husband, but also taking to the streets, jabbing strangers.
You got a problem? Huh? Oh, you gotta defend your lady's honor, don't you? You gotta show her just how tough you are.
You're a problem, asshole. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Rick! Get off of him! Get off of him! Get off of him!
After the female detective and her new partner randomly see Jeff walking down the street, the new partner is quickly played like a sucker, and Jeff gets away.
What the hell happened? I asked you for a backup.
I did. I called for backup.
Well, where the hell is everybody? Are they on strike?
No, wait. You have to tell me why you are handcuffed.
Key, please.
Later, Jeff attacks his former boss for firing him and continues to attack people in the street. That pesky news reporter continues to report on the attacks, causing her to become #1 on his AIDS jab hit list and prompting him to give her a little call.
Sorry to disturb you, Judy, but there's some nut on line 2 who claims to be the needle jabber. Do you want to talk to him?
Absolutely. Thanks, Chuck. Hello, this is Judith Campbell.
Yeah, hi. I was just watching the news and I thought you might be interested in speaking to the person that was responsible for all those attacks.
What's your name?
Hell no, you ain't gonna get it, bitch. I'm calling you big time newsman to let you know that you're gonna get it. You're the next blabber, so you better look both ways before you cross the street.
Why are you doing this?
After continuing to harass the reporter at home via telephone, police recommend she arm herself, which she does. Obtaining Jeff's name and address during the investigation of the murder of his boss, police quickly move in, but he escapes via fire extinguisher. Popping up in the reporter's back seat, she tries to interview him, causing him to flee on foot just as police arrive, who gun him down, only to get one last call from the station.
Detective Smithers, Captain Griswold has been trying to reach you on the police radio for some time. He left me this urgent message for Dispatch 113.
What is it?
The message reads, Jeff Roberts does not have AIDS. Evidently, the lab that ran the tests had misfiled his papers. The result of his tests were negative. Repeat, negative. Detective Smithers? Detective Smithers, please confirm last transmission.
Which leads one to wonder, how did the blood come back positive after the first attack when the police tested it? Look, LAH Jabber is a shot-on-video movie. If you don't like SOVs, you might not like this, but I would encourage you to go ahead and give it a shot. I have watched bunches of SOV movies, and I've only sat through a very small percentage of them. This is one of them. I have it as the third best SOV I've ever seen, behind Blonde Death and Video Violence. Two other great SOVs to check out. Anyway, if you're just bored, have nothing to do, or have a friend over and you want to have a few laughs, LAH Jabber is the movie for you, I feel. Check it out if you like those kind of movies. Until next time, I'm Grady George. I'll see you at the Tubi.